Hello, this is part 2 of the discussion about TPS Mobile. On the prior tape, we talked about the actual work order, completing of a work order. Today, on this tape, we're going to talk about additional capabilities. First of all, back on the customer list, we had the ability to look up a customer, and then came over here, and we could have created a service ticket. But the system also has the ability to create look at documents that have been stored for that technician. These could be drawings of the building set, layout of where the equipment is located, whatever those are. And we click on this, and then we would have a PDF, whatever the type document it is. Click over here, and this is a copy of an invoice. But the point is they could pull up a diagram or document related to that particular customer. And then you would hit the back button, and you get back to the customer list. At some point in the future, we're going to have a rapid quote capability, but it is not available on this particular release. The next capability would be the technician can pull up projects, click over on projects, and then they can actually pull up the material listing of a project, and then they can list out the actual equipment, including scope of work as such. Also, they can create a work order against the job, and this would be for either adding materials or capturing customer signature. We have also added as a new capability something called a quick post, so that you don't actually have to create a work order to record time. So if I click on quick post, I can come over here to this job, enter my start and stop time. So let's say I started at 8 o'clock in the morning, I finished at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, like so. And let's see, PM, excuse me. And then I can also put notes about this effort, like so. And I can say I did trim work or whatever we've got in the type of work we worked on. And then we can choose our rate, regular time, overtime, etc. And we can capture expenses like 25 hours for parking or something like that. And then, so the point is I can record this time and expenses without actually having to create a work order. The other capability that you have is the ability to order parts and have parts requested. So you can order items, have orders shipped. Now this would be more of a project management type thing, but if I am the project manager of this particular job, I can click on this guy here, and it brings up all the materials, and then I can click on the items I need, like so. I can also change the quantity if I want, like this, and put notes about, notes about I need these ordered now or whatever this is. And then check off the items I want. I can also specify that I order all items. I can also put notes about my order request. And I can specify I need these here by the 10th or whatever this is for this particular example here. And then I would just hit the save button, and then a message would be sent to the office indicating there was a parts request, like so. Okay, and then I've got the view documents as I did on customer list and or work orders. This also leads us where we can look at service tickets, quotes on the books if we're a salesman, projects waiting parts, recurring contracts, inspections. However we've got this configured, you can look from all that data is accessible through TPS Mobile. You have the ability to do purchase orders, look at purchase orders. You can also bring up vendors, technicians, salesmen. You can bring up your inventory items as such. We do support multiple offices. Transfer inventory between offices, specifically bringing it from an office to a truck. Some technicians want the ability to look up old work orders. They can create a continuing work order or history. We've also added a feature called Approve Invoices. What Approve Invoice does is it lets the a service manager look at an invoice and say, yes, it's approved to go out as is, or make comments and say approved. And you can also click over here and actually look at the invoice before it is sent out to the customer. That way, if you have a office person doing the invoices, you can have them set the invoice to be staged. It can be viewed by a service manager, and then it can be approved. The other capability we've also added recently is this quick post time. Now, we showed you an example earlier of the ability to post against the project, but this also has the ability to post, for example, against shop, and I would just go ahead and hit send like so. And now I'm posting against travel or shop. And the reason why we did this was we have the situation where some customers can't charge the travel time, or maybe the technician is working in the office on a shop project, and so instead of having to type in the word shop, we just gave you a quick lookup and so forth, and then we click over there. We do our start and stop times like we did before. Let's say it's a 2 hour, so it's now 12 p.m., whatever this is, like so. And then notes, what we did in this case, it was travel. I think that travel's in the list. That's correct. Rate was regular time, overtime, hopefully regular time, and then any expenses associated with. Again, the primary reason for this is to allow a fast posting of time and expenses against either projects or office expense type projects. And there you go. All right. So those are the big items. There's one more thing we can list out. Hours posted. So we're doing payroll time here. So your technician, he wants to view all his projects, make sure he's got all his hours in. He can come over here, click on this guy, enter the date that he wants, the week range. Let's say he wants to go back a week, whatever that is, and then say run report, and it'll show them all the time associated with that particular project, such as like this. Okay, and it gives them the total rate there, etc. All right. So those are the more extended feature set of TPS Mobile. It's very powerful, and we're consistently adding more capabilities to this. But as you can see, it's a pretty robust system in the current capabilities. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great day.